Yes, guys, welcome to SFeatley F1, and we're back with another stream, and it's F1 2022 prediction stream as we prepare for the first race of the season. We did have practice this morning, earlier in and also in the afternoon, in Bahrain, the international circuit in Caue. And yeah, interesting results, to be honest. I think Gasly topped one session in the AlphaTauri. I didn't know who topped the second session, to be honest. I'd have to look that up, actually. I didn't get time because I was on the way back from the hospital, so I didn't get time to watch that one. Right, that really pissed me off. Let me have a look at that. Let me have a look at the schedule. So Verstappen sets the fastest lap in Bahrain. Right, so Ferrari's a second in so it's building nicely at the minute. Let me have a look at the results. It's building nicely. Hamilton 9th, right? At the minute with 23 laps. But Russell in 4th, so I'm not too worried about it for the minute. But yeah, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the share button as well. Really, really important. We want to try and get to 100 subs as quickly as we can. So please, if you can do so, right, please do that right now. It'd be really, really important to us. So let's go through some of the ratings. And by the way, if you want to take part, just put in the comments. I'm going to go through each one, each category, and just put in the comments who you think is going to be. I've already put my name in. Let me. Let me see if I can see that. Yeah, I can still see it. Right. So, these are the predictions I've done so far. You can see mine. David Doherty's already put his in. If you haven't put in yours yet, you can put them in the chat right now. You can big up Luca. Hope you're well, mate. Yeah, so let's have a look. So what I've gone for in predictions is drivers world champion will be for me Lewis Hamilton. Or actually, I got to spell that right, and I got to retype that, and I Lewis Hamilton, name change in it. So, hang on, let me accept all. Oh, get lost. Copy. Bloody thing. Right. I need that, and he needs control paste. Isn't it? Nope, that's print. Shit. Go back. Go back. Go back. We doing? Go back. There you go. No. It's so difficult to control. View. 125, 150. Let's try 150, then you can see it a little better. Right, so probably have to type it out, I know. La Bolesta. How do you spell that? Jesus Christ. This is a complete cock-up. This is a complete cock-up. I've put this up. So, this is because I haven't bought XL. I'm not buying XL for 60 odd fucking quid. I really am not. Right? I can't believe you've got to buy XL these days. Right? All the time. They want you to buy this, buy that, buy all the other for a membership. Instead of just giving it to you for free. It should become free with Windows. Honestly. Right. Yeah, please do keep coming in the comments. I will get to it. So La Ball Less Dia. So, and it's got to be that, and also, right, for all the haters, Sir Lewis Hamilton. Let's get that right. Sir. Because he deserves to be. Yep, that's how you spell it. Sir, bang. Right. So there we go. Right, so for me, that's what I've gone for. Oh, for fuck's sake. It got rid of that, that's what it did. See, already I know how to spell it. So, let me just put Sir there. Right. There we go. There we go. Bang. There we go. So Sir Lewis Hamilton, La Ballesta, if you want to call by his last name, new last name that is. So, but obviously Lewis Hamilton. I've gone for obviously as the drivers' world champion for this season. He's got to win it an 8th time. I don't care what anyone else says. That's what I'm doing it, and I'll die on the hill on that one. Mercedes will be constructors' world champions. They always start off with problems. I've seen them start off with problems before. The reason I say they are going to be world champions, they always find a way. They always find a way to crawl back and win. Right? And that's why, as much as Ferrari have improved, they are a very well improved package. I'm not denying that. They are very strong at this start of the season. But it's 22 races. 22 races. Right? Cars will be stronger at certain circuits than others. And what I know about Mercedes is they will strive non-stop, no matter how many restrictions are on them, to be able to find a way to get that car as fast as possible. Right? And with Lewis Hamilton and George Russell behind the wheel, right, you've got one of the most exciting talents in Formula 1, and you've got the GOAT of Formula 1 in the first seat. So that's why I've not gone against Mercedes again, winning a ninth consecutive constructors title, despite all the rule changes and despite the challenge Ferrari will do. I just feel Ferrari will not quite ready yet. I do feel they are getting towards the target, but I just feel they're not ready yet. Right? Red Bull Racing, right? They always seem to have a thing up their sleeve. Right? I just don't think they will cope with an extra challenge from Ferrari, to be honest. right? Because Ferrari aren't that strong, right? And we know Christian Horner, he's too busy bitching about everyone else to worry about himself. George Russell, I believe, will be the breakthrough star of the season. Right, Scuderia AlphaTauri, the surprise package of the season for me. They looked very good in pre-season testing. They looked very good in practice today. Gasly being the fastest. Flop of the season, like I've put them. Why has that only done that? Why has it only done that? He's put yours in. Right, let me. You put. Sorry, you. Who did you put as surprise? Sorry. Surprise package of the season. Let me have a look. YouTube community. What did you put? Haas. I just don't feel Haas have got a fast car again. I feel they're slower than Williams, to be honest. And I believe you're in Alfa Romeo Racing Orlean. I believe it's called, huh? Oh no, it's F1 team. Get it right. There you go. So you've gone Alfa Romeo team as flop of the season. I've gone with Haas. I just don't feel. Oh, hang on. Go back. Right. I just don't feel they got it. I don't feel they got it. And if they haven't got it, then to me, that's going to be the end of it. I will ask the other people on that list, I will ask them separately before the season starts what their prediction will be, and I'll show it before the start of the race. So you've got until the start of the Grand Prix to put your predictions in and get your predictions in now. So if you can, do share this video. Do share any post I'm putting up about predictions. Please do like the stream as well. It really does help. And obviously if you're new, subscribe to the channel. As we try and get up to 100 subscribers. Really, really important to us if you do that. Yeah, and then join us for qualifying tomorrow. We've got qualifying tomorrow. We've got the race, obviously, at 3 o'clock on a Saturday. On a Sunday, sorry. I believe it's 3 o'clock, innit? It's 3 o'clock, innit? Let me have a look at the clock. Let me have a look. Qualifying is at 3. It is at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So 3 o'clock qualifying, 3 o'clock race. So it's going to be a busy day tomorrow, because I've obviously got the football as well. But luckily they just about don't collide into each other, which is always good. What I will do is if I sign in, I'll show you the live timings from the session, from each session, so you can get an idea and make your decisions of who you think is going to be flop of the season. Just because give a better parameter of what to expect this season. So let me just stop that screen, because when obviously as you get more towards qualifying and a race, especially in FP2, because don't forget this is a night race, so FP1 and FP3 they're kind of irrelevant, to be honest, because FP2 is where the track conditions are pretty much the same as they are going to be in the race. So you pretty much have only one practice session to get a good race strategy simulation, and also a good good qualifying pace simulation. So you see a lot of their drivers, instead of using FP3 for qualifying laps, at the end of the session. You'll see him doing it in FP2 for this race because it's a night race. And that's what they do for most night races. It really throws another dimension into it. So yeah, what was about to do? Yeah, let me have a look. So results. Let's have a look at the live timings. So Verstappen was quickest with a 1:39.9. Leclerc was literally 800ths off in second. Sainz third. Russell 6 tenths behind in fourth. I've seen him be that was the same story last year. All I'm going to say, that was the same story last season. Who won the race? Hamilton struggled a little bit in ninth. I wonder if that's got something to do with it, like adapting to the car. I don't know. The younger drivers, you can see, seem to be having a better time with it at the minute. Haas, though, to be honest, Haas have been very good in this session as well. So maybe I was a little bit wrong. I felt sorry for where's Bottas? Bottas 6th. First session he was struck. He didn't get any running in the first session. I really felt sorry for him. Like his first time out in FP1 for his new team in Alfa Romeo, he hardly got a look in. So in that session, so I really felt sorry for him on that one. But there you go. What can you do, man? What can you do? So let me just quickly, yeah, let me just quickly see if I can get hold of Brevin John for 2 seconds. I'm trying not to use the phone, but there you go. I'll see if I can do so. Get someone on to talk about this for us. I will drop the link in the chat, actually. Anyone wants to come on and learn more about the sport, by all means, come on. Really, really do. Please do come on and help. And just ask questions, because I'm like an open dictionary when it comes to a friggin'... I'm an encyclopedia when it comes to friggin' F1. But you're not going to get anywhere better for any F1 information, to be honest. Brother John, let me have a look at that. Let me see if come on. Nah. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I hate when it spells it wrong. Yeah, so... I mean, I'm looking at these times here, and do you know what's really disappointment for me? Do you know what's the real disappointment, actually? Do you know what? I'll take that back. I might take that back. Look at Norris and Ricciardo. The two McLaren drivers. Like, Yank talking smack. If you're available, please jump on. Please do. Like, what is going on here? There was a lot of hype about them making another step forward with their car. Like, that should not happen. Right? This session, like I said, FP2. FP2 is the most relevant session in the Bahrain Grand Prix weekend because of track conditions. So they'll be pushing for their qualifying times. That is fucking alarming. Right? If you're a McLaren fan, that speaks volumes. Lando Norris should not be 11th after qualifying runs. Right? And they have been on qualifying ones. Look. Like, Ricciardo 18th. He's done that on tyres that are 4 laps old. On tyres, like, look, I'll zoom in for you. His best lap is done on tyres that are 4 laps old, right? They are nearly 1.3. He's nearly 2.2 seconds off the pace. 1.3 seconds for Norris. That is fucking alarming, right? For McLaren, that is alarming. For all the progress they've been doing since 2019, from 2018 really. 2018, got Lando Norris in at 2019, 2020 and 2021. Secured Lando Norris on a long-term deal. Brought Ricciardo in. Won a Grand Prix last year. Their first Grand Prix since Brazil 2012. Right? Everything looked to be on the up. That one session, I know it's only FP2 and they could still improve. But I'm sorry, they should be pushing in this session. And if they have been pushing in this session and not holding back, they have got some major frigging issues with that car. Right? That I am actually worried. Don't forget, I like McLaren, right? I did it back in the day. I was a Schumacher fan. Hated them because they were rivals. But then I liked them because they brought Hamilton through the ranks. If it weren't for McLaren, Hamilton wouldn't be here. Like, so I do like McLaren. And I've wanted them to get back to the top. They are a big name. They're the second most successful team in Formula 1. That should not be happening. That should not be happening. At all. Right? The fact you've got Mick Schumacher on mediums. On mediums. And he's going faster than Ricciardo on brand new softs. What the fuck is going on? Like, Zach Brown and this whole team need a major debrief because they are in trouble. They are in serious trouble. Don't forget, if you fuck it up at the start of this season, you're fucked for 3 years. Because it gets frozen. The engine gets frozen. You hardly get any upgrades. You have to tell everyone what your upgrades are going to do to the car, by the way, which I think is bollocks. Right? F1's about innovation and the teams trying to keep up with other teams, right, in innovation. But if that's trying to level out the playing field, I can see why they've done it. But in the end, that means you've got less manoeuvres to be able to rescue a situation. And that's a situation. Mercedes have got a little bit of a situation. Look, you can tell they're 5/10 off, right, off the pole time, right? I'm sure Hamilton could find a lot better time. Yeah, he hasn't done. Look, he hasn't done. Yeah, that's what I thought. He hasn't done his qualifying simulations. He hasn't done them, right? So that for me, I'm not too worried. I'm not too worried. Hello, Steven, mate. Doing well. I'm fine, thank you. Niall. I've still got a banging headache from this morning, but I'm okay. Big up the Blues podcast. I know you follow F1 as well, bro. Like I said, the link's in the chat if anyone want to come on. Really do appreciate you watching. Smash that like button and subscribe. And let's get Steven a target 100 subscribers and share the stream. Thank you, mate. It really does. Yeah, I really do appreciate the support, as you know, and I always do, no matter what. You know what I mean? Like, I want to bring up another team. And by the way, I know we're doing predictions. And by the way, if you've got predictions, put them in the predictions below. I'm looking for the Drivers' World Champion, the Constructors' World Champion. So there's for people that don't know, 2 championships you can win in Formula 1. One for the best team, which is the Constructors' Championship. That's where the big money is. That's teams try and get as high as... If you get 3rd instead of 4th, that's the difference of an extra £20 million to your team, rather than losing £20 million. That's where the big money is for the teams. So no matter how much you're a driver you want to win a championship, you've got to think of the team first, right? So, teams championship, constructors as they call it. Then you've got the drivers world championship, right? And obviously, everyone worries about the drivers championship, of course. But yeah, so those two. I'm also looking for breakthrough star of the season. Who's going to be the driver that's going to come through and take everyone by surprise and be that mesmerising driver? I'm looking for a surprise package of the season. Who's going to be the team that's going to be the most surprising package out of this season? Say like a Haas, like an Alpha Tauri, for example. Then I'm looking for flop of the season. Which team, and that's only for team only, that's not drivers. Which team is going to be the ones that are going to be the biggest letdowns this season with all the hype that's been around them? And I tell you what, if that is true, it's got to be McLaren. Because that is not good enough. That is shit. That is absolutely fucking appalling. I'm sorry. It's not good enough. That is not good enough. Sorry. Another team I want to raise a bar about, Williams. They made such progress last season. It looks like they're falling apart again. It looks like they've gone wrong again. Albon, number 23 in Latifi. They haven't got George Russell, who, to be honest, George Russell carried that team from 2019 to 2021. Like, 3 years he spent there, and he absolutely dragged every single little piece of anything out of that car, right? And do you know what's brilliant about that? It teaches drivers that come into the sport work ethic, communication. Formula 1 is about connecting not just with your car and being one with the car, being one with your team. Full trust in your engineers, full trust in your mechanics, right? Feeding information, communication and feedback that you have to demand as a driver is nothing compared to F2 and 3. F2 and 3, you don't have to give so much feedback as you do in Formula 1. As soon as they're in the pits in Formula 1, it's like a debrief as soon as they get to see the screen like in front of them of what's going on around them. Right, they literally got their engineer in their ear saying, right, how did that feel? How was that? And this is literally as they're putting the car in the back into the garage. Right, feedback in Formula 1 is so key because it's the only way teams be able to improve the car to suit your needs, to be able to then go faster. So that's, and using every little bit of ounce that you can in a car that you know that's not quick enough, but so, and when you know it's not quick enough and you want to go faster, you've got to lose every single bit of your mental capacity and also every little bit of the car's, like every little bit that you can squeeze out the car to be able to compete and fight for positions that you have no right to be in with the car performance, right? And that's what George Russell learned, and he will take that into Mercedes. So it's a massive learning curve, and it's a great learning curve. But the problem is now, Williams have got no driver like that. They've got no driver like that. And, like, so, Latifi, I'm sorry, Latifi ain't good enough. He ain't good enough. Albon, I'm sorry, he's a reject from freaking Red Bull. He got kicked out of Red Bull. He had his opportunity. He didn't take it. Like, maybe I'm being harsh on him, but I'm sorry, he's not taking it. Simple as that. So, Williams could be in a dark situation here if they don't get on top of that. It's a shame because, again, that's the third successful team in Formula 1. Right? So we're talking about the second biggest team in Formula 1 in McLaren and the third biggest team in Williams. Both starting this weekend on the poorest of forms. I'm not even done a preview yet for this Grand Prix. Right? It's like I'm talking like a preview. We're doing that at 9 PM. And hopefully we'll have some guests coming on for that as well. But that just shows how radical these new rules are and how difficult it is for teams to get on top of it. Stroll and Hulkenberg and the Aston Martins. Poor. Very poor. Don't forget Hulkenberg is stepping in. Don't forget, we send our best wishes to Sebastian Vettel. He has caught COVID, so we wish him the best. Should be back in for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix if he tests positive. If he tests negative twice, he should be back in for Saudi Arabia. But so, and usually when Nico Hulkenberg is thrown in for the team, he has delivered. So we wait and see what happens. But mate, guys, I'd love to know what you think. I'd love to know how you feel. By the way, like I said, I'm going to share the screen for this the predictions. We're going to take all these predictions down. We're going to share them at the end of the season. Right, I have gone for Hamilton, Sir Lewis Hamilton, La Listia, as world champion. The constructors, and if I've butchered that last name, I'm sorry, Sir Lewis Hamilton. I did not mean to do that. Mercedes AMG Petronas are the constructors champions for a 9th time. George Russell is the breakthrough star for this season. Surprise package of AlphaTauri and the flop of the season going to the Haas team. And do you know what? You know what, actually? Fuck it. I'm going to change that. Just based on what I'm seeing. McLaren. I'm putting McLaren there. That doesn't mean I'm saying that McLaren are going to be at the back of the grid. That's not what that means. What I'm saying is that for a team that's been doing so well and progressing further, and has got a lot of hype about their car, same as Ferrari, to be thinking about challenging to the next level, that should not be happening. I don't care like if it's a practice session or not. You can dumb it down as much as you want. That is the most relevant practice session this weekend. You should not be doing it. End of story. Ah, well. Get lost. Right, David Doherty. Sir Lewis Hamilton he's gone for Ferrari as constructors champions. George Russell, the breakthrough star. Surprise package of the season is Haas. The flop of the season, Alfa Romeo. Constructors standings. Now, this is the order the constructors standings I've gone for, right? And you can put these in the description. You can put these in the comments below. If you want predictions, you want to be part of it, put it in the prediction stream below. I'll see it if I can do something towards a prize if you do that, if we get it right at the end of the season. But Mercedes champions, obviously, like I said. Second, Ferrari. Third, Oracle Red Bull Racing. McLaren 4th. AlphaTauri 5th. Alpine 6th. 7th, Aston Martin. 8th, Alfa Romeo. 9th, Williams. And 10th, Haas. Now, despite me putting the same... I put McLaren in the same position they were last season because I don't feel any other teams can be able to challenge them. But I feel they're going to be way off these three. They need to be competing with these three. And they're not going to be doing it for me. That's why I put them as a flop. Scuderia Ferrari. Mercedes. Oracle. This is David's predictions, by the way. Oracle 3rd. Oracle Red Bull Racing 3rd. McLaren 4th. AlphaTauri 5th. Aston Martin 6th. Alpine 7th. Haas 8th. Williams 9th. 10th, Alfa Romeo. In fact, actually, I'm changing the Williams thing as well. So I'm putting Williams Racing at the back. I will put... I'm going to go the same as you. I'm going to go... I don't think Alfa Romeo are going to be that bad. So I'm going to put Haas 9th. I'm going to put Haas 9th. I feel they'll score points. I think all teams will score points this season. They will score points. There will be opportunities. So I think all teams will score points because the field spread I don't think will be that far between each other. But I'm going to put that for me. But driver standings. This is just the top 10. So obviously Hamilton we said first. Then I've said Max Verstappen, Charles Leclerc, Carlos Sainz, George Russell, Sergio Perez, Lando Norris, Daniel Ricciardo, Pierre Gasly, and Esteban Ocon. And the reason I put them two there, 9th and 10th, is because of how they were progressing from last season, especially with Ocon winning his first ever Grand Prix. You got to bear that in mind. Then Hamilton, for David, it's Hamilton, Leclerc, Sainz, Max Verstappen in 4th. George Russell, it's a brave bet that is. George Russell 5th, Lando Norris 6th, Perez 7th, Ocon 8th, Sebastian 9th, and Alonso 10th. Even despite Vettel having a poor start, to obviously being out with COVID at the start of the season. So that's the ones I've gone for. I am now going to check out of here, but those are my predictions. Like I said, you've got to the start of the Grand Prix, so the start of the stream, which will be 2:30 on Sunday. 2:30 on Sunday. I expect everyone here. Let's go. First race of the season. Right. F1 is back next season. On Sunday, we are back with Formula 1 action for you. Right. Live from... Right. And it's... Trust me, we are back and it's going to be epic. I'm telling you now. I might adjust that a little bit, to be honest. But there you go. I might do. Right, let me have a look. You run that down. Sorry, I'm just trying to think. Let me have a look. Canva. Canva. Sorry, I'm just gonna quickly. Right, there you go. Anyway, we're going to leave it there. Make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button as well. We're back on Sunday, right? And it will be the 2022 Bahrain Grand Prix, round 1, 23. Should be 23 still on the calendar to come, so there should be a replacement. But make sure you hit the like button, share button, subscribe button. Get your predictions in. It's on the community post on SFeatleyTV. Get your predictions in. If you want to be part of it, DM me at SFeatleyF1, right? And DM me there. Put your predictions in. You know the categories. I'll put the categories on the Twitter as well. Make sure you do that. Until then, everyone stay safe, stay well, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.